Barcelona ties Alaves. Let's get to it. Hello guys, welcome back to El Merengue Culé. Barcelona just tied 1-1 against Alaves. Very interesting game, a lot to break down. But bear with me, for this video, forget the scoreboard. It only tells half the story. I want to tell the other half. But let's break this game down chronologically. So this is the first time we see Ronald Koeman start with two wingers, that being Ansu Fati and Dembele on the right hand side. Now, let's go ahead and break these two players down. Dembele, he showed some good signs and he showed some terrible signs. The good signs being his speed. I mean, it's tremendous. He takes one long touch and nobody can catch him. And he honestly, just by doing that, he can break lines and he can create something out of nothing. But when it comes to actually building up the play from the back, the way we like to play, it slows us down, it cuts the rhythm. He gives maybe a pass that's a bit too short and it allows the defense to reset themselves. He doesn't connect the passes. He's not on the same page as Messi. He's not on the same page as Griezmann, which kind of saturates this attack. Busquets, the other player that had a horrible game. I'm going to cut straight to the chase. Again, just giving up way too many passes, looking slow, giving up possession, looking for excuses, and quite frankly, wasn't game fit for me, didn't cut it out for this game. And then his mistakes actually ended up to Lenglet getting an early yellow card. And as you guys know, we don't have any center backs apart from Lenglet and Piqué, which meant at halftime, Ronald Koeman had to take out Lenglet to not force that red card. I mean, by the end of this half, it was just so back and forth. Everything was impactful. Everything was emotional. Messi was frustrated. The whole team was frustrated. Messi got lucky not to have a red card. He showed aggression to the ref, which in my books is a classic. It's a textbook red card. We got lucky he wasn't sent off. It was unfortunate in the first half that a bit of miscommunication in between Piqué and Neto led to that 1-0 goal from Alaves. I mean, Piqué should never have put Neto in that position, and Neto should just have cleared it, should have just done something else rather than getting the ball stuck in his legs. It's something that, well, Ter Stegen probably could have done better, but I don't want to point the finger too hard at Neto. It happens. From time to time, it happens. Unlucky, mate. Forget about it. Let's move on. However, there was also controversy. De Jong got pushed in the box. You could make the argument there was a red card. I'm not 100%, not a red card, a penalty. I'm not 100% sure. Ansu Fati missed a few chances. Overall, we went into halftime with frustration, with anger. And then we started the second half with a complete switch of mentality. And I want to point the finger at Koeman. I think he showed great character at halftime. He really hyped up the boys, especially the younglings. He went ahead and brought on, he took out Dembele, he brought on Pedri, he brought on Trincao, he brought on Pjanic, and interestingly enough, we saw the young slot right back into that center back role, and he played it very well. But going back to that character that Koeman showed, I think it showed us a glimpse at what Koeman really brings to this Barca team. I think he accepted this role of being the captain that's not on the field. He said, you know what, guys, las vacas sagradas, the players that have been at Barca for so long, no longer have that pure power, and it's Koeman. It's Koeman giving the power to the younglings. He is the one that tells them, play the way you want to play the way, risk it all. I'm the one that's going to tell you, no, don't do that. Or I'm the one that's going to tell you, go ahead and keep doing that. It's not going to be the players. It's not going to be Messi. It's not going to be Busquets. It's not going to be Piqué. It's going to be Koeman. Koeman is the captain of this team. And it showed it. We started off with fire. From that 45th minute, as soon as the first half whistle blew, we were pressing. And it was from the 45th minute to the 95th minute. The pressure didn't stop. And Alaves had no option but to retreat, to lock themselves in a box. And it was the playing style they played, and it got them the point in the end. You know, merit to them. They defended well. Pacheco, the goalkeeper, was insane. I haven't seen a performance like that in a long time. But the character continued from Barcelona, and in the 62nd minute, Alaves goes ahead and commits a foul, gets a second yellow card, and gets a red card. And literally straight off that play, Griezmann finds the ball, chips the keeper beautifully, and makes it 1-1. And at this point, you felt Barcelona, you felt Messi more relaxed yet hungry, and it's something that we haven't seen in years. I have not seen a Barcelona this hungry for the goal in years. It was honestly beautiful to see, and what I liked was that the pressure didn't stop there. Barca didn't let their foot off the pedal. They kept on pushing. Griezmann finds the second goal. However, it was offsides. That one hurt a bit. Then Messi had another opportunity, gets past players, takes the shot, and again, another amazing save by the Alaves keeper, the ex-Real Madrid player. And let's take a step back and analyze the performance of the players that came on. Let's start off with Pedri. I mean, what a game he had. Single-handedly switched the momentum of the game. You see Messi, again, just like I had said earlier, super comfortable. You get the sensation that the Messi that we're used to seeing of like 2 years ago, the super scary Messi that at any point he can pop up a dribble. I want to point that finger to Pedri. I think Pedri single-handedly revived this Messi. It gave Messi a purpose. It gave Messi this kind of position where he feels important again, where he feels like he can make an impact and isn't just like, oh, everything has to revolve around me. If I'm not here, nothing gets done. It took off a lot of pressure from Messi, yet gave him a lot of firepower. And next, let's go to Pjanic. When you compare Pjanic's gameplay to Busquets' gameplay, it was night and day. Pjanic, I mean, you saw that shot in the last couple minutes. I don't know, nothing. That could have been a goal at any moment. Penetrating passes, then you compare that to the gameplay of Busquets, where every other pass was mistaken, every other pass was to an Alaves player, and it started off a counterattack, and it led to yellow cards, and it led to chaos, which is exactly what we didn't want that half. And now let's take the game to Trincao. Trincao, he played really well, connected with Messi well, connected with Griezmann well, took shots, took passes, won the ball back. Everybody played defense, everybody played offense. However, it wasn't enough to give us the victory. The final score was left at 1-1, which on paper looks like shit. And it is like shit. We cannot afford to keep giving up points. We are very behind in this La Liga. I don't know the stat off the top of my head, but when was the last time Barcelona had as shitty of a start on paper as we have had this season? But that is not what I want to take away. I want to read in between the lines and really take away what we saw of this Barcelona, the playing style, Sergio Roberto fighting for every ball, De Jong fighting for every ball. It was beautiful. I am mad about the score. Yes, it is, again, like I have just mentioned, it is terrible for this short-term picture, but I think this game was needed. I genuinely think there was a spark that we have found in this Barca team, that we see this little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, this glimpse that Messi still has a lot to offer, that the younglings still have a lot to offer. Ansu Fati got very, very unlucky not to come away with a goal this game. He had, I think, 2 or 3 clear chances. One of them was offsides. And, you know, you could make the argument that, oh, Barca only came alive because Alaves went down a man. But I disagree. We were pushing from that 45th minute, not the 62nd minute when Alaves picked up the red card. It was up until then that we got the goal, sure. But we have been looking for that goal. We were looking for the goal since way before that. I am happy with our performance, not happy with the result. But I think if we forget the result temporarily, I think there's a lot to take away from this game. A lot of benefit to take away from this game. I am very content with how Koeman went about this game. He looked angry at the end of the game, that's for sure. I'm sure he was. I was a bit too. But I think this game serves as a glue. It unites Barcelona, the players, the community as a whole. And with that being said, guys, there is finally the first Barcelona prediction. And it comes from Vendant Ingole, who predicted the Real Madrid 3-0 incorrectly. However, 1-1 Alaves Barcelona correct. I think that is your second prediction correct, one being for Madrid, one being for Barcelona. Congratulations to you, mate. You make it onto the leaderboards, which should be displayed somewhere around here. With that being said, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please hit a big thumbs up. If you are happy that Barcelona is starting to find themselves despite the result on paper, hit the subscribe button. And as always, guys, Visca Barça!